Hello, everyone. Welcome to this lecture of creating AI agents. Today, we will be going through details of what are AI agents, and then we will actually create an AI agent which will create a Jira ticket in response to a customer service email or a customer complaint email. Okay, so we will see a practical example and the things that you would need. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So, what are AI agents to begin with? They are, of course, artificial intelligence programs. They are the codes. Okay, designed to perform things autonomously, make decision making. That's what distinguishes AI agents from regular microservices programs, because microservices and AI agents sound very similar, but the main difference is microservice, whatever you code, it functions that way. However, AI agents are smart. Depending upon the type that you have created, they can learn, they can take decisions without being coded by learning. That's the main difference between an AI agent and a microservice. So, what are the and they leverage artificial intelligence, including machine learning, natural learning processing, natural language processing, and they understand their environment, process information, and they act accordingly. What are the key characteristics? They are autonomous. You don't need any human intervention. They are like, as soon as, uh, what do you say, a qualifying event occurs, they can kick off. They learn and they adapt. They can change themselves. So nothing is hard coded there. Decision making, it can learn from its past interactions and take decisions accordingly. That's why they are much more smarter. There are different types of AI agents, as mentioned before, because each AI agent does a very, very, very specific tasks. That is what they are designed for. You do not want one AI agent doing 10 different things. Then you might as well write a monolithic application. That's not the goal here. The goal is to have a smallest agent using the least amount of resources and being the smartest available agent for your company or for your requirement. So, simple reflex agents, this is the example that we are going to see. They react to a specific stimuli based on predefined rules without considering past actions. Model based reflex actions, sorry, agents, they maintain an internal model of the world, allowing them to account for their past actions in their decision makings. Goal based, utility based, and learning agents. Okay, so basically, they are smarter programs, small things designed to take care of your routine work, which otherwise you would have to spend hours doing it. This could be done in seconds. Okay, so it's very efficient, time saving, improves productivity, a lot of advantages. Now, applications, you can use these almost everywhere. Okay, for customer service, for software developments, for security enhancing, security monitoring, you can use them almost anywhere. Okay, think about an application wherever a software program is needed, a little bit of decision making power is needed, you can fit in an or you could code an AI agent for it. Now for today's code. Today's AI agent, what it will do is create a Jira ticket in response to a customer email. So the customer has sent an email, okay, whatever the issue they are having. This program will parse the email, summarize it using OpenAI, and then create a Jira ticket. So what all you need? The softwares you would need is Jira, obviously, for creating a Jira ticket. Beautiful SOAP 4 for passing HTML emails, request for HTTP request, Python.environment for parsing your API keys and from an environment file .env file, OpenAI to get and summarize the issue. Okay, analyze the content and summarize the issue. So you would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Python packages. Now, before you go ahead and do anything, create a .env file in the same directory as your script. So replace these values. It's a separate file, not a part of the program. So Jira server, your Jira URL, so HTTPS, whatever your company name, .atlassian.net, your Jira username, your Jira API token, your project key, so whatever your project name. I am using a Kanban board, so my key is Kan. Jira issue type I've created as bug because this is a very specific, because it's a customer complaint email, so you're creating a bug. OpenAI key to connect to OpenAI and use the LLM. Third step, so first step, install all the packages. Step 2, create an .env file with these environment variables. Replace each one of them with your appropriate URL, username, tokens, replace everything. Next, we'll create a Python script named Jira AI agent.py, and simple to run it is Python Jira agent. Use the Python command to run it. Okay. So let's go ahead and see it in action. Now I'm using, for running, I'm using JupyterLab environment. It's in the Anaconda Navigator. I'm using that. For the code, I'm using Visual Studio Code. Okay, so let's go ahead and see the code. These are simple imports. So load the environment file. So what it will do is load all these variables. Okay, so os.getEnvironment. I'm not going to show you the .env file because it has my actual keys for Jira and for OpenAI. So load the environment variables, get the OpenAI key, okay, get the OpenAI client. So these are the variables that we are going to need and use later on. Now let's go through the methods. This is extract email content. So this is the raw email that came in. We are going to use Beautiful SOAP to parse using the space separator, get the text and return the text. This is the regular exception handling. Again, the assumption of this course is that you have Python knowledge, basic Python knowledge. Next, summarize with GPT, the OpenAI. So the email text is passed here. We create a prompt. So this is important here. This is the key because it will summarize and give us the issue summary. So what we are telling the OpenAI or GPT is you're a helpful AI assistant tasked with summarizing customer complaint emails and extracting key information to create a Jira ticket. So we are just laying the foundation and we are telling how to report it. Please be concise and focus on the core issue the customer is reporting. Okay. And to this prompt, we are giving the email content and summary of the issue would be returned by this thing. This is a GPT model. We are using GPT 3.5 Turbo. A user content is the prompt. Summary is returned by the chat completion. Okay. And what you're returning is summary.strip. You strip it of all the spaces and you return it. Okay. This is routine exception handling. Now create a Jira ticket. This function should be invoked passing the summary, text, and the customer name. By default, the customer name is unknown. Again, regular exception handling. Jira options is equal to Jira server. You connect to the server. So using the basic authentication, Jira user, and the API token. Now these two informations are there in the .env file that you have created. Now in the issue description, you need the project, Jira project key, summary, description, and the issue type. All these are needed in order to create a Jira issue. Now this is specifically for Jira, but it could be for any ticketing system that you are using. So new issue is create the issue, you call this function and you pass it the issue description or dictionary. And if it's successful, you create a new Jira issue and issue feed summary, return the key, again, exception handling, process the email. Okay. So from here, everything starts. So see, it's a sample email that I have created in HTML format. You pass the email and the customer name. Okay, this is just simple John Doe. Or here, let me change it. I want to change it to John L. All right. So email text, you extract, you call this method that we created earlier, which will use beautiful soap. See here, extract email text. Here, this one, it uses beautiful soap to extract the text. Then you get the summary of the issue with GPT, which is here. Summarize with the issue with GPT. You create a GPT prompt, create the issue summary. And if you get the issue summary, you create the Jira ticket, passing the summary, email text, and customer name. The customer name is here, passed from here. And if Jira ticket is created, Jira ticket has been created. Otherwise, you say fail to create the Jira ticket. Okay. This is just a sample where you call this. Okay. Now let's see this in action. Here it is. And here is my Kanban board. Right now I had one sample which is closed. Right, as you can see, there is nothing. I'm hoping I can see Kan2. Okay. Now the command to run it is Python Jira AI agent.py. Run it. Okay, there you see Kan2 has been created here. And if I refresh, there it is. Customer complaint is invalid credentials error while logging. If you see here my email, what the customer is complaining about, I'm writing to report a problem with your website. When I try to log in, I receive invalid credentials error. Even though I'm sure my password is correct, I tried resetting my password, but I'm still facing the same problem. And let's see what the ticket is there. So summary or the heading, invalid credentials error when attempting to log into the website, even after resetting the password. So simple code, simple, smallest program. In few lines of code, you can automate the stuff. Well, go ahead and practice. Write a code on your own. I'll post a link of my GitHub for this code. You can copy this code. Make sure your environment variables are set and correct. Okay. And feel free to comment, like, any questions or anything in future. All right. Thank you all for your time. Happy learning. See you all next time.